We're back here at the Giant at Cathedral Commons because we know that this can be a really stressful time when you don't know if you're going to be able to put food on the table. And when you think about food insecurity, we know that before the pandemic, some 400,000 people in our community were impacted by this issue of not knowing. But since the pandemic, 1.2 million of our neighbors are experiencing food insecurity. And we just aren't going to stand for that as a community. So we've partnered with Bread for the City because we know that when one person goes hungry, it impacts all of us. And I want you to see the important work that Bread for the City does every day.
It's a great organization. I believe in what they're doing, right?
The organization Geronda Hilton believes in is Bread for the City.
It is a stress reliever, right? To know that there is an organization out here that do care about me, not just in words, but in actions.
The group is one of DC's oldest nonprofits dedicated to helping DC residents reduce the burden of poverty.
It brought me out of a struggle, just being able to provide the subsidies to make ends meet. That's what Bread personally did in my life.
7 years ago, Geronda walked through its doors as a client. Today, she volunteers and recently joined its board of directors.
I came and they helped me, so I said I want to be part of an organization that helps others. So I've been here ever since.
Bread is so much more than a food pantry. It's a comprehensive frontline agency with holistic service centers, one in Northwest DC, the other in Anacostia Southeast.
Incredibly underserved, what some people call a food desert, is where our community center is here on Good Hope Road.
George Jones is Bread for the City's CEO.
One of the things that we really think is important is to fight for changes that could help deal with food insecurity. We just knew it was really important to really supplement people, not just with free food, but with healthy and nutritious stuff. And that's where this fresh produce comes into play, that we really prioritize that and try to have as much of that available as we can on a daily basis.
On top of food assistance, Bread for the City has medical, clothing, legal, and social services, as well as an advocacy department dedicated to dealing with large-scale issues in the community.
We're really determined to sort of work with all of the sectors, government, business, nonprofits, to try to figure out how we can create a more equitable community and city for the people we serve.
How you doing, ma'am?
Helping to serve more than 8,000 people in the community is Food and Client Services Manager Sarah Hayden and a team of volunteers that filled bags with food.
We have our grocery bags, and it's one per two people, and they can feed you for a week, and it comes with like 5 fruits and vegetables, at least 2 to 3 are fresh, and 2 starches, 2 proteins.
And while the Michelle Obama Southeast Center was designed as a choice-style food pantry, they pivoted during the pandemic and now deliver about 80% of the food directly to those in need.
The average income of the families we serve is like $10,000 a year. Really incredibly, people live on incredibly low incomes. So there's no question that this food is a supplement that they could really use and really help them stretch their dollar.
And help Bread for the City stretch the dollars they need to support our neighbors. If you take your phone and scan that QR code right there, we'll send you a link on how you can donate, or you can text the word GIVE to 202-895-5599.